When you think of Princess Diana, you probably think of the wedding, the fashion, the fairy tale image.
Right, the iconography, it's powerful.
But when you actually dig into the source material,
Yeah.
she wasn't just a style icon or, a royal rebel. She was a strategist. She fundamentally hacked how the monarchy talks to people.
She completely broke the fourth wall. The whole point of the monarchy, its mystique, relies on distance, on being separate.
Mm.
And Diana's genius, and this is really the focus of our deep dive today, was to just aggressively erase that distance. She collapsed the space between us and them.
And it seems like that instinct, that need to connect, it really came from a place of deep personal instability in her own life.
Oh, absolutely. The biographies paint a picture of her childhood that is incredibly volatile.
We're talking about Park House on the Sandringham estate. So technically she's an aristocrat. She grew up calling the queen Aunt Lilibet.
Yes, but inside that house, it was chaos. Her parents had a very public, very bitter divorce when she was just 7.
And in the late 60s, that carried a huge stigma.
A massive one. She herself described her childhood as just unhappy and unstable, plain and simple.
Then her father won custody, and her stepmother, Rain, came into the picture. Their relationship was toxic.
That's putting it mildly. Diana called her a bully, and there's one incident in the records that is just, well, it's shocking.
The staircase.
It's a staircase. Diana apparently pushed Rain down a flight of stairs during an argument. It shows that under that shy exterior, there was this fierce, reactive person. She wasn't passive at all.
She also wasn't academic. Failed her O-levels twice, I think.
Twice. So unlike the rest of the royal world she was about to enter, she went out and got normal jobs, low-wage jobs.
And that's such a crucial point. She was a cleaner, a nanny, a kindergarten assistant.
The first royal bride to have ever had a paying job. She understood what it was like to earn a weekly wage. The Windsors, they just didn't have that context.
And that ordinary perspective became her superpower later on. When you look at her greatest achievements, the work on HIV/AIDS, on landmines, there's a pattern. She didn't just sign a letter. She used her own body to make a point.
Exactly. Take 1987, the HIV/AIDS crisis. The public was gripped by this irrational fear. People thought you could catch it just by touching someone.
So what does she do? She walks into a hospital unit, cameras everywhere, and she shakes an AIDS patient's hand with no gloves.
That one image, that single act, did more to fight stigma than years of public health campaigns.
She said it herself. HIV does not make people dangerous to know.
Yeah.
You can shake their hands. Heaven knows they need it.
She knew empathy had to be physical. It had to be seen and felt to be believed.
And she used that same tactic with the landmine issue in Angola in '97.
This was even more dangerous, though. This wasn't just a hospital visit. She partnered with the Halo Trust and literally walked through a recently cleared but still active minefield.
In a flak jacket. The images are incredible.
And the political establishment was furious. A government minister called her a loose cannon for meddling in foreign policy.
But it worked, didn't it?
It absolutely worked. That walk generated so much global pressure that it's widely credited with pushing the Ottawa Treaty to ban anti-personnel mines over the finish line. Soft power creating hard political change.
And she even brought that philosophy to her own parenting.
Right. She knew William and Harry were in a bubble, so she was constantly trying to show them what was outside of it.
So yes, McDonald's and theme parks, but
Well,
also
trips to homeless shelters. She wanted them to see everything, not just the sanitized version of life.
it all comes back to that famous quote where she said she wanted to be a queen of people's hearts. She knew the monarchy's survival depended on an emotional connection with the public.
Which brings us to what we can learn from her legacy today. The first thing is about using privilege. She didn't pick safe charities. She spent her fame on ugly, unpopular causes. Leprosy, AIDS, landmines.
Do you know where the stigma was?
Exactly. And the other lesson is about resilience. She took all her personal pain, the bulimia, the marriage collapsing, and she didn't hide it. She transformed it into this incredible empathy for other people's suffering.
Ultimately, it was about the power of simply showing up.
It really was. And that's such a relevant idea for our time, you know?
With social media, collectivism, we think we're changing things by sharing a post.
Right. And Diana was physically putting herself in hospitals, in minefields. It leaves you with a really provocative question, I think.
Which is,
In an age of digital activism, is there really any substitute for putting your own skin in the game, for just showing up?